Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create multiple different letterheads from other sources other than Microsoft Word. So we've got a really plain letter here with our address and our company logo. At the end, if you want me to show you how to insert this logo, I will. And for just the purposes of this letter, I've actually popped everything into a text box. Now I normally do that only because it's a lot easier to control my margins and also to control where my text goes in my letter. And again, I'll show you that at the end of this video if you're interested. So when I say letterhead, I mean all the decorative graphics you might have at the top and the bottom of your letter. So let's just hop onto the internet and let's go to this website at the top here called Pixabay.com. And in here, there's many different resources that are all completely free. So at the top here, I'm just going to insert frame graphics, or you can insert letterhead graphics, square graphics with transparent, which means it's got a transparent background. So let's go to this one first. You just type it in that top one there and then press enter. And you've got all images here. On the drop down, you can have options of photos, illustrations, or vectors. So generally we don't need photos, but we would need illustrations and vectors. So let's just keep it on all images. Ignore the top one because that's a sponsored element, and then all you need to do is go down and look for any type of graphic you might think appropriate for the top bottom of a letterhead. Now you don't have to use the whole of the images, so for example you could just use the top or the bottom section of this image to go at the top of your letter, and you can also use images where you can just cut out elements of it and pop them at the top or bottom of your letter. So when I show you the images I've used, then you'll be able to understand this a little bit more. But there's hundreds and hundreds of different images that you can choose from. And if I just scroll to the bottom, you'll be able to see there's a next page, and there's usually hundreds of pages of images that you can choose from. So once you've chosen an image, let's say, for example, let's choose this one. Just click on it, and then you can go to free download. And it just says downloading, and then you'll see it downloaded. It will pop up on your computer. Just reduce all of those and go back to your letterhead. Then go to insert, pictures, pictures from file, and just make sure you're in your downloads. I can scroll through. If I go to list, it normally lists the ones I've done today or downloaded today. You can see them all at the top here. So this is the one I've just downloaded, but let me show you a different image that I've chosen. So let's have a look at this one. And if I click insert, you can see I've chosen this image because I want to use the bottom bit here. Now, when you insert an image into Word, you won't be able to move it. So make sure it's selected. Make sure you're on the tab picture format. If you can't see it, it's because you haven't selected your image. Then go to wrap text, click on the drop down and select in front of text. And then we can move it up. And with these little squares, you can make this shape as big as your letter, and then we can just move it up to the top here, and you can see how you can use this graphic. And if I need to move my logo, just pop that over here, and then we can pull this down, and you can use that as a really lovely graphic for your letterhead. You can also rotate it, so if I rotated it slightly like this and then move it up, you can see how that can affect it, and maybe move your logo up to here. Lots of different possibilities. Now, if you wanted to do something at the bottom, because you'll notice we've got the recipient's name here. Let's say you wanted to put your website, your email address, and your contact details. If you go to insert, shapes, click on the drop down, click on the square, click and draw out a rectangle which will stretch across the bottom of your page. Go up to this element here, which is outline. Select no outline because there's a little outline that goes around all of the shapes. And then go to shape format, and then go all the way over to format pane. And in here, we can choose the fill color, which is the color of your rectangle. Or just to elevate it that little bit more, we can choose a gradient. So if I click gradient fill, you can see we've got these colors here that when I move them left and right, it will change this gradient at the bottom. So if I select this color, go to color here, and you can select a different color. Or if you want to match a color, you can go down to more colors. Sorry, you can't see it, but you've got more colors, and you'll have this color wheel. If you're lucky enough to have the eyedropper tool, you can click on it, move over your graphic and select any colour from your graphic and then click OK, or you can move this little marker around the colour wheel to select a different colour. And you've also got a darken and lighten slider as well to perfectly match your colour. So once you've done that, click OK, your colour will appear here because you've selected this slider. Then in the other one, you can select another colour. I've already got one down here. And then you can see we've got this nice gradient here at the bottom, and you can move these little markers left and right to change the gradient itself. I think that just gives it a little bit more of an elevated look for your letterhead. Now, if you want this letterhead to copy across to every single page of your document, you're going to have to put it in the headers and footers. It's really easy to do. Select the top one, hold down your Command or Control key, select the bottom one, go to Picture Format, go to Group, select Group. They're both one group now. You can see I can move it all around together. And then copy it, Command or Control C, delete it using the Delete key, double click at the top. You're now in the headers and footers, and now you just need to paste it. So you go to the Home tab and you can use Paste, or you can use Paste on your keyboard, which is Command or Control V. So we'll pop it down here. And then once you're happy with its location, double click in the main page, and then it will be greyed out, but everything in the headers and footers is always greyed out, just so that you know it's in the headers and footers. So now if I just go down to the bottom of my page, you see my cursor's at the top. So if I put a page break in here, it's going to put a page break over here. Just put a page break in and you can see it's now copied across. So if you want this header and footer on every page, then that's what you've got to do. So I'm just going to take that out. I'm going to show you a slightly different method to how to put in a slightly different letterhead if you want to really customize it. So I'm going to go to Insert again, and I'm going to go to Pictures and Picture from File. And this time I'm going to select this picture here, click Insert, and we've got this lovely floral arrangement here if you want something a little bit more creative. And we've got this one down here, but again, I'm going to just wrap the text in front of text. But if I stretch this out, you can see it doesn't really fit very well around the text. And you're going to have to move logos and all sorts around to really get it to fit. And it might not be the look you're going for. So you can see if we move it around, it doesn't always quite fit with a signature block. So what you can do, let's just reduce the size of it. So what I'd like to do is just use the flowers. So let's just move the company logo over. So if I just want to use the flowers in the corner here, but get rid of everything else, the first thing I'm going to do is select the image, go to Picture Format and go to Crop. Then I'm going to grab this corner marker here, click and drag it all the way across, and I'm going to pop it at the bottom of this leaf here, and also put it right next against the petal there, and press Enter. And now you can see we've got this element here, which we probably want to cover up, and possibly here as well. So what we'll need to do, if I just deselect, I'm going to zoom in. If your page is white or another colour, you can match a little shape to go over the top. So go to Insert, Shapes, and then click on Freeform, and then use your cursor to just draw and click tight against this petal here. There we go. Then once you've created the shape, go to the outline and turn it white. Go to the shape fill color and again turn it white. And then hold down your Command or Control key, click on the flowers, go to Group and select Group. And then you've got that together. And then if you want to do it with the other little line at the bottom here, you can do it in here as well, but I'm just going to show you quickly how to do this one. Again, Insert, Shape, let's go to Freeform, and then let's just click around this leaf. There we go, and then white and white. Hold down the Command or Control key, select the flowers, Group and select Group, and then check you're happy with the look. Perfect. So now we've got the flowers there. We can now pull them out to make them bigger and stretch across our page and pop them in the corner here. We can adjust our company logo. If you want them in the other corner, just copy and paste them across. The easiest way to do that is to select it, hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag, then use this rotation tool here to rotate them round and then pop them in this corner here. Now you can see it's covering up the signature block. Now you can move it round or you can keep it the other way. Let's turn it round this way and you can move it round so the flowers are a little different in this corner. So if you see a particular image online which you like, but you need to cut things out or you need to move things away, this is a way, a little workaround that you can use so that you create the perfect design for your letterhead. So the other thing just to think about is where you're going to put your contact details. So if you go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. Now you can do this at the bottom of your page, you can pop it at the top here. I've used text boxes for this element here and the main text. This text box always comes with a black borderline and a white background. So I can take both of those out by selecting it, go to Shape Format, Outline, No Outline, Shape Fill, No Fill. So now at the bottom, I can just put in a website, press my spacebar 3 times. So we just need to go make a few adjustments, just taking out the full stops. And we could also add a tab just to create that extra space. And we can move that down. Now this is the simplest way to put your contact details at the bottom of your letterhead. Now of course you can add lots of additions to these. So for example, you go to Insert, Icons. At the top here, if I just put in Location, you can see we've got lots of icons we can choose from. I'm going to select this one, click Insert, go to Wrap Text, in front of text, and then we can just reduce the size of it, zoom out, pop it down to the bottom, let's just move it down. So this is what you can do if you want to put it again, a location or an address. You can put it in front of all of these addresses like this just to increase the aesthetics, and you can move it along depending on the space, or of course you can make it so that they go one underneath each other. So you can make a little block like this and then you can put these little icons next to them. I know this is the location one, like this as well, and you can move them across and you can do that for each one. And with these you can put them down here or you can put them at the top here, but just moving that text box wherever you like around your letterhead. And of course don't forget you can put this into your headers and footers if you want it to reappear on each page, but also don't forget that you can do exactly the same in the previous example. When we put the square along the bottom, you can also put these in that square along the bottom as well and line them all up within that rectangle. It's completely up to you. To pop in your logo, it's just simply another image. So go to Insert, Pictures, Picture from File, select the file name where your logo is, select the logo you want. So let's just select this one and click Insert. Once again, you won't be able to move it. Go to Wrap Text, in front of text, reduce the size, and then you can move it any way you like on your page. And that's exactly what I did with this one here. To save this as a template, you can either save it with the text in or the text out, depending on how much deleting you want to do when you open your template. But to save it as a template, go to File, Save as Template, name the document, make sure it's in Templates, and here make sure it's in Word Templates file. Then when you go into your templates at the very beginning, when you access Word, you'll see you've got templates here, and you'll also see over here you've got more templates. Go to Personal and it will be in amongst your personal templates. Just click Create here and then it will open up this document. When you come to save it, you won't overwrite it because it will ask you to save it as a completely different document. Therefore your template will be safe within the home page. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.